Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Keisha. I just wanted to let you all know I thank you all for the feedback on my first video. I also thank you all for the support. And please subscribe if you have not. Also, give any feedback that you would like. And also, please tell me any topics that you want me to discuss on here. And I thank you for your support. Today, I'm going to be talking about toxic relationships. This was one of the requests that I did get, and I wanted to make sure that I nailed it like she told me to. So, I'm going to talk about this today. Well, one of the things, the questions were, when do you walk away from a toxic relationship? And what is a toxic relationship? Let's talk about it. Me and this individual did talk about it, and I was explaining to her that a toxic relationship is um, imbalance. It lacks trust. It's a hostile relationship. It's also draining. You feel like you always giving, never receiving. It's unreliable. Like this person is not dependable. Um, Imbalance. It basically boils down to being mistreated, not heard, not respected. You are comfortable in this relationship. You just together to be together to say you got somebody, not because you see yourself growing, you see yourself moving, you are plateau, you stagnated. And these are things that you don't want to do because you're getting older. Time doesn't wait on anyone, and you got a life to live. Live it to the fullest. Um, I always tell people that if you don't see yourself growing, why? What you doing? What you doing? I just don't understand what you're doing. I think everybody got something to give. Everybody got some more growing to do. Knowledge is the key. So we never got enough knowledge. We never got enough um, understanding of life. So I think if you and this person is together and you are not building or working together to be more than what you are, what you doing? Right. Toxic. I think a toxic relationship just comes down to the behavior, the physical, emotional components of a relationship. If you feel like you are always on an emotional roller coaster, you feel like you are just in a physical situation to where you can't speak. I mean, any type of physical abuse you shouldn't be in. Any type. It don't matter what it's for. Any physical abuse you should not be in. Um, and trust is a big component of a relationship. So if you don't trust one another, I is really no relationship. If you don't trust one another, that is a hard relationship to try to withstand, because at some point you're gonna either try to get even, or you're gonna always assume, or you're gonna run yourself crazy trying to worry about what he or she is doing. It is draining. It all go together. It's draining to do something like that. So let's just talk about some of the things that is toxic in a relationship. If you notice that the only time you and your significant other has a really good time is when y'all drinking, but you're not really a drinker. But if you drink with he or she, y'all have a good time. Mm, Chances are that you're not compatible. That's toxic. Like, you're doing something that you really don't do, you care not to do, and you're doing it just to have a good time. So when you're not drinking, you're not having a good time. Yeah, chances are you might want to reevaluate that situation. Once again, to be in a toxic relationship, you got to know what you want. To understand that you're in a toxic relationship, you got to know what you want out of a relationship. You have to have your relationship priorities already in place prior to any relationship. Oftentimes people say when they date, they don't really, we just friends. I ain't really looking for nothing serious. Yeah, but I think you still need to put it out there. If this gets serious, this is what I'm looking for. It would be important to do. It would save you and that person a lot of time, heartache. It might even save y'all from moving forward from that first date. Just depending on when you tell a person what you're looking for. Um, I think it's hard to be with somebody that's unreliable because you want somebody that you can share and trust and lean on, and even if it's just to uplift you or just to ensure that things are getting done in a timely manner or just to know that they understand the importance of being dependable. Um, Also, just being in balance is hard. It's just like almost, if I'm not balanced, I need my spouse to balance me out. Like we balance each other out. Like he the cookie, I'm the Oreo, and he one us could fit the other cookie. We balance each other out, and that's the way it works. Because if there's no balance, what do you is going to always have turbulence, and that's something you don't want. You want a founded foundation, and I think that's another thing that leads to toxic relationships and feeling drained. If you're always being belittled, you anything you suggest is shot down. You just feel like if it's not that person, where it's the highway. When you talk about your feelings, it's downplayed. You know, when you're trying to communicate, you can't get your point across because nobody's listening, or you're trying to um, build and they're always unsupportive, like that's stupid. They're not there. They're not trying to support you in your decision, your goal, and your dreams. Yeah, you might want to reevaluate what's important to you in a relationship, because those are really, really healthy relationship components to have that support. Somebody you can communicate with, to share your goals with, somebody who gonna help better you, like you better them, they better you. um Somebody that got your best interests at heart. Like you want that. You want somebody that's going to have your well-being. You want someone that's going to be compatible. I've been hearing a lot of young ladies and gentlemen as well explain to me how toxic a relationship is. I've heard some people say, "Oh, I'm trying to stop drinking, but my spouse keep drinking." Okay. So are y'all trying to do this together? You trying to do this separate? What could you do differently to show your spouse that you're serious about this? Oftentimes when people are trying to lose weight, this is the common one I hear. Oh, I'm trying to lose weight, but my spouse keep buying all this foolishness. That's when it comes to self-discipline. You can weigh it as self-discipline, or you can weigh it as unsupportive, however you want to weigh it. But that's whatever you expect in a relationship, that's what you go by. Um, I think it's also big that we understand, like, if it's no trust and there's no reliability, are you certain that you two can move together and pay the bills the way you need to? Do you really trust this person to go and pay the light bulb with the only money you got? Do you really trust that this person is going to give you half on next month rent or mortgage? If these questions that I'm asking is no, at some point you got to realize that this may not be the best relationship for you. If this person just gets you so angry every time you get around them, anytime you talk to them, anytime you are in presence with them, yeah, you might want to reevaluate, because it sounds like you're about to catch a charge. Some things you just got to sit back and you got to answer for yourself. And it's not hard. It's just, do you really want to deal with the truth? Do you? I mean, honestly, are you ready to walk away? Like, if I ask you 10 questions and all the questions are no, he doesn't do this, she doesn't do that, he doesn't do this, she doesn't do that, are you really ready to walk away? And that's oftentimes the answer that we don't want to deal with. Nobody really want to walk away. We comfortable, or either he financially takes care of me, she financially takes care of me, or he or she may um, provide me with guidance every now and again. That honeymoon phase outweighs the bad. Like, oh, well, last week we went out to eat, we had a good time, and so, this week they just got something going on. I think at some point you got to be real with yourself, and reality is going to kick in, and you're going to realize you're being consumed and drained and giving no trust and no reliability. This person is not dependable. Do you really want to build a family with them if you don't have family with them already? Do you? I mean, because what you got right now is what you're going to get. It's not going, chances are very, very slim of this person changing their behavior. Very slim. Not saying it can't be done because I believe anybody can be changed, but it's very slim. You may see some behaviors change, some may get stronger, some may change, but it's all based on what you're willing to accept. I always tell people, please know your self worth. You are worth more than you will ever know because you are. You know, regardless of what you may think or what you deserve, you are worth more than what you would ever know. And when you are in a relationship, you make sure that that person that's dealing with you understand you are worth more than they would ever imagine. Treat you like that. And you treat that individual like that. So when you do walk away, if you have to walk away, you can say you did your best. I tried. I gave my all, and this is what I got in return. Hearts are made to be broken. I'm going to just be honest with you, but it's also mendable. You learn from every relationship. You learn from people. You learn from relationships. So it's okay if you have to throw in a towel. And I know that's easier said than done. I know. I get it. But at the same time, you got to know your self-worth. With that being said, I'll definitely keep you in tune. Like I said, make sure you subscribe, provide feedback, and also anything you want to talk about, let me know. In time, we get better like you do with wine. Have a good night.